Okay, everyone have your food? Okay, have your bed and workstations? Okay, if you stay really quiet, no one will know that you're here. Hello and welcome. My name is Merely Adequate, and Bebop and I are so glad that you could join us today. I would like to start today with an introduction, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is CubFan135. Actually, no, sorry. That was CubFan135. This is CubFan135. He is a personal hero of mine. His videos on YouTube have just been so enjoyable. His humor has really kind of drawn me in. His really interesting views and way that he looks at the game and plays the different mechanics is always very unique. And, he's also extremely famous for the mega grind. And I'm not talking about large builds. Everybody does kind of large builds and stuff, but I'm talking about like long, monotonous grinds for resources that most people will just pass up. Well, I've always admired that about him, and I never really achieved a cub level grind on any of my videos. I just, the amount of time it takes, since I'm not a full-time YouTuber, is just too much. But today, I think I win my Cub Fan Grind Award. You want to see what I've been up to? Here's a little peek. I cut down hundreds, if not maybe thousands of giant mushrooms, gathering up all the parts and storing. I mean, look at all these double chests full of giant mushroom parts. Oh man, it's absolutely crazy. I think I actually went a little crazy cutting all these down. Oh man. Well, Mom always said that I was a fun guy. I guess now it's true. You may have also noticed that here in the corner of one of the last shots that I have myself a copper field. I found one of the copper veins near some of the mushrooms that I was cutting down, and I went ahead and dug it out and then laid all these out. You see, they're already all oxidized because I kind of hung out there for a few days, just making sure it all got oxidized and ready for future use. And then I also have all my storage over here. I took all of the shulkers off of the airship and line them up here. I reorganized a little bit. That's why I've got like 2 valuables here rather than just 1, because I realized I needed to reorganize where some of the things are. But this is, items. This is blocks and such. These are random things, but mainly some of the stuff from my farms. And here's food and plants and wood. And this is cool. I mean, I know where things are right now, but this is terrible for storage. But you see, a storage room is really like one of the most important parts of your entire world. You do so much there, and you want it to look cool, you want it to be functional, maybe you want to try out something new you haven't done before, and I'm just nowhere near ready. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of shulkers here, but that's not a lot of materials for doing super large builds. And I just need to start gathering things. And even though I've got a lot of mushrooms, now as you see, there's almost nothing left on this island that's materials that I can use. So I need to start figuring that out. I was thinking maybe I'd put together a list of the items that I need first before I start worrying about farms and shops and living accommodations and transportation and all the things I need to turn this subcontinent island into something really special. Okay, so let's do that first. Let me put together a quick little checklist of the items that we think that we need to get going on, and then we can start filling out this island and making it look as good as we can. I don't want to make a huge deal about this board. This is just kind of spitballing some ideas, but I did want to get some things down and we can make a decision about what happens when. So I think the first thing up here, I'm just going to call it normal blocks. You know, the stone, cobblestone, andesite, diorite, all those little things like that. We'll just call it under normal blocks. And I'm assuming, you know, yes, we can make some stone generators, but for all the other stuff, we're really just going to need like a mine of some sort. So we're definitely going to need a mine of some kind. And then the next one is pretty easy. It's the wood, all kinds of wood, nether wood, and I don't know, the 2x2s, the ones, the talls, the new stuff, the mangrove, everything. And I don't know, some of it may have to be manually done, but I'd love to get some kind of automation going for this. So that's definitely another item on the list. One that we've already kind of got to start on is copper. I'm planning on using lots of copper, and I don't know the best way to go about this. I understand there are some farms, so maybe we'll give that a go, but I don't know. I think just digging is still the best way to go for copper. We'll have to figure that out. After that, you'll see here shortly that I'm planning on using quite a bit of brick. So here I have some materials gathered over here for a build I'm hoping to do today. And you can kind of see a little bit of what the vibe we're going for. We got some of this warped wood, some copper, we got some deep slate and brick and sandstone. I think these are probably going to be some fairly standard building blocks that we use. And then we'll throw, you know, we don't always use brick, we won't always use warped fence, but, you know, this is a pretty good basis of what we're going to be doing. So, we're definitely going to want to add brick to the list, and I understand there's a pretty cool new mechanic with bricks that you can get it from mud. So I haven't built anything yet, but I'm going to try to see if I can make some kind of a farm that will kind of take me, I don't know if it'll go all the way from mud to brick without me touching it, but we'll see how far we can do with that. Along with that, you didn't see any over there because I don't really have any yet, but I'd like to add prismarine to my warped wood. I think that would be a good addition to pair up the two slightly different colors there of cyan, and yeah, we're going to need that. Unfortunately for that, if we see over here, it's kind of hard to see actually, over here on the map, but that little blip right there, that is a sea temple. It's really close. So I'm really hoping to do something with that, and we'll get ourselves lots of prismarine. Then we're going to need, well, iron. Iron is on this list because if you've been with me since the first episode, you may remember that I came across a giant mountain with tons of iron. And between that and all the iron that I found whenever I was digging out the spider farms, I've pretty much just been living off of that. But I am running really low. So iron's gonna have to be probably the first thing. Actually, that is what I gathered all those materials for. I think we're gonna do an iron farm today. That's my plan. Oops, sorry, Bebop. That's my plan for today. It's not really much of a building block, but so much goes into it for redstone. And you see over there behind me, the lanterns and the chains. Oh, even up there, you've got all that metal railing. There's so many things that you can do with iron that I really need. So since I'm running super duper low on it, I think that may be the first thing we do. But along with these blocks, there are a couple non-block things that I think we're going to need. So I think we're going to need some kind of food. I have my golden carrots right now, and I can go back to the village for more, but I'm going to need some food over here, I think, soon. We're also going to need a fuel. We're going to need fuel for all these things. The brick, I guarantee you we're going to need to bake those bricks. So we're going to need a source of fuel. And then lastly, another item that's going to be needed everywhere is bone meal. Now, this is by no means a full list of everything I need or that I want to do over here. but I feel like these are the primary first things that need to get tackled, particularly this list over here. If I want to be able to build some big builds, I'm gonna need lots of materials, so I need access to all these things. I'd actually appreciate if you did me a favor. Now that you've seen the primary things I want to... Hey, are you... He just stopped right in front of me. What is up? Okay, all right. I think we're going to be dealing with... maybe that food. Maybe food's going to have to be one of the next things on the list. We'll deal with those mushrooms one way or the other. Okay, I'm sorry. I keep getting distracted by that cow. You're coming back, aren't you? Okay, quickly. Favor. Now that you know what's up, why don't you let me know what you would like to see next? What's one of the, maybe what order these should go in? Maybe if you have some good idea, maybe we need bone meal, which probably do before we need the wood farm or something like that. Yeah, let me know what order you think these things should be done in, and we'll try to tackle them in a way that makes a lot of sense. Okay, I have these really great lakes down here, and I was thinking that on this little lake right here, I wanted to put the iron farm right smack dab in the middle of that. I don't have any particular reason. I just think it would look cool, and also, you know, it's just going to be this floating thing that's going to be just running all the time, and so I didn't really want it. I'm kind of thinking the coast down here is going to be a lot of my living area and stuff, so I didn't want it right there in the middle, and I didn't want it too far away, so I think that's a pretty good thing we're going to do. So I'm first going to measure out this area and find out exactly where my farm should sit, and then we'll start tackling it. All right, I measured out the center. It's not a perfect circle or square, so it's not, you know, not easy to decide what the middle is going to be, but I like this as the middle. And it's not this is going to be the area where we're going to drop the iron golems in to kill them. It needed to be a 2x2, not a 3x3 or a 1x1. So that's why it's a little bit off wonky. But yeah, this is going to be our center area. Now I just need to make a platform up in the air, and that'll be the basics of what we need, and then we'll start decorating it and getting it functional. Here it is, a fairly simple platform with the 2x2 hole here. You see I got, oh, there's some mobs down there. I guess the middle of this lake is not really a mushroom island. Okay, cool. So that's where they will drop down. And the trick to doing the water flow on this is that if you elevate the corner and then you do not place any water right next to the corner, then you won't have any problem with it filling in and just becoming a large solid lake. It'll actually flow from the edges all the way to the corner. Here, let me show you. So we won't put one there. We'll do here, and we'll do here. That way, okay, I got my infinite water source now. And we'll do that all the way across. Oopsie. Okay, all the way across, but like I said, not in the very corners. And then we place them up here on this elevated block. And there we go. The whole area will start pushing. And as you see, it's stopping right here. So I'm going to do the same thing on all four sides. And that should make it perfectly so that no matter where they spawn here in the middle, they can't spawn on the slabs, of course. But wherever they spawn here in the middle, it'll push them right here to the edge and drop them down our hole. Okay, perfect. There we go. So now we have the platform that they can spawn on. The next thing I want to do, maybe after I sleep and let the sun come out, the next thing I want to do is put a kill chamber down there below so that as they fall down, they have a place to die, I guess. There's no better way to say it, really. I think we're going to call this a recycling center. That's what we're going to do. All these old robots are just going to get recycled. That's it. That sounds much better than saying we're killing iron golems. Okay, let's put down the recycler and we'll be ready for the next part of this. There are lots of weird things in Minecraft I don't understand, but that's definitely one of them. You see those darker blocks? That's because I used 2 half slabs to make those. So for some reason, when you use double half slabs, it creates a different color. I don't, I don't understand that. It's a very, very weird. Okay, we have ourselves here a pit. And in this pit, obviously, we've got ourselves... Oh, where am I? Okay, we have ourselves some hoppers. And those hoppers are all leading down to these chests down here. I'll make sure and create myself an area. I'm thinking once I have enough iron, I want to have kind of like an iron railway walkway that comes out here. And then like a little drop down. Kind of like if it was like a subnautical kind of, you know, underwater base type thing. Okay, so we're going to do this in layers. So the first thing we're going to do, it's going to get hard to see here in a second, but we're going to put down some campfires. Because the only animals that we're willing to kill in Minecraft openly are cats. I'm just kidding. I'm sure many of you are cat people. I am a dog person. I would never kill cats in real life, but you know, Minecraft, whatever. Okay, then I'm going to put down these trapdoors if I can see. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what this is going to do is these are going to hold the lava layer that we're going to put above it, but allow everything to go through, the golems and the cats. It's kind of hard to see. I'm sure this is amazing viewing. You're just like, oh, this is so good. I just can't wait to watch this guy's video as he stares at smoke for like 20 minutes. Here we are. Do. I think I've got all these. I hope I got all these. Okay, it's kind of hard to see through the smoke, but it looks like, yeah, it looks like they're all there and they're all open. Okay, then move around my extremely full inventory and grab myself these 4 lava buckets. And I'm going to put them in the 4 corners if I can see. There we go. It should be like right here, yeah? That's there. Yes, and then it's here. Great, perfect. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Okay, that's a pretty cool thing. It's like smoke is rising as that where the golems come down. I think it looks pretty cool. All right. Well, we have the platform above. And we have the kill chamber below. I'm definitely going to do more down under the water. I'm not going to leave anything just kind of randomly exposed like this. I'm going to really work on trying to make all my farms look nice and part of the world. And speaking of that, what I want to do is give a little bit more body to this platform. And then I want to build legs for it. And I have a unique idea for the legs, but let's get to that in a minute. Let me go ahead and finish. I think I want to put some more brick and some of that warped wood underneath and kind of give a good little look and body to this platform. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait, oh, did you see that? Did that? I've been standing here watching this. This is crazy. I don't really know what's going on. There's some kind of bug where they're catching on fire before they hit the lava. There's no fire up there. It just, the visual glitch, it knows it's going to be caught on fire and it catches on fire on its way down. That was crazy. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not planned. I got a little overexcited. Okay, well, that oddity aside, I guess you can see I've done quite a bit of work. Oh, there we go. Oh, I mean, maybe we'll see it again. I've done quite a bit of work here. I think the platform looks amazing. I love how it turned out. I have some legs to do on it. I'm not going to leave it floating, but that's where we are right now. And then I decided not to wait on the iron because for 2 reasons. Number 1, I didn't want to wait. And number 2, I didn't feel like the iron walkway actually fit in with this farm. So I went with this acacia wood kind of walkway. I think this is a really good for, kind of an industrial look. It's like a rusted metal grating kind of thing. And we have I'm torn on this. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about these in the comment. They're extremely, extremely simple. But I feel like it really fits the vibe, though. So I like that. I like that look. And then I love this down here. I use this warp wood with the outside still on because I think it makes it look like this mossy, this really kind of cool underwater kind of mossy growth growing on these pillars down below. I think it turns out really cool. But I did get my underwater little storage area, or not storage, but yeah, I guess it is storage. And I love it. It just holds back the water perfectly. It's like I got a little underwater cage. I love it. So, all right. I guess we'll do the last thing last. This still get. Oh, hey, that was a squid. Maybe, because I'm over the water. Maybe I'm going to get some ink too. That'd be awesome. Okay, so here's my plan for the legs. Like I said, I kind of want this to be industrial. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull off steampunk. There are so many amazing steampunk creators out there in Minecraft that have made so many cool things. I don't really know if I'm one of them, but I do think I want to do like an industrial feel. Sometimes it'll feel steampunky, sometimes it may feel a little more modern, but I do want everything to kind of have an industrial, mechanized kind of feel to it. So I'm thinking I'm going to make 4 legs, and I'm going to try to give them the look that it can actually raise and lower the platform up and down. I think I'll give it kind of like a mechanical gear and belts and pulleys and whatever I feel like is going to work to make it look like it can actually rise and lower with the mechanics. Does that sound good? Let's see. Let's see if I can act up. Oh. Flaming iron golem. Okay, let's go see if I can pull that off. I guess it'll take me probably a few hours. It'll take you just like 1 second. Here we go. I think this turned out perfect. I love it so much. If you look at them, I got these giant gears up at the top with the steam coming out of them because, you gotta power it. And I have these, I think of them as like zippers, these gear-like teeth going up and down with the platform there gripping the, beams or whatever they are so that it could go up and down. I think that turned out perfect. I didn't shortchange it. I made sure and I supported it all the way down. I provided these giant chain column type things that are holding up the center. And oh man, I am so proud of this. I think it looks so good. But now's the test. Admittedly, I did, AFK a couple of days, so this is going to be a lot in here. And yeah, sure enough. And I did, look at this, I got all these ink sacs as well. Oh man, it turned out so perfectly, and I got tons of iron. I don't have to worry about iron anymore. Well, that's one necessity taken care of, several more to go. Like I said, please let me know in the comments what you think I should do next and maybe what order I should do them in. But until then, I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and Bebop and I hope that you found it adequate.